it's Scola and welcome to Motivation Monday. So for today's video, I'm going to be answering some questions you guys have been asking me, and you've asked me some really good questions, so this should be fun. And I'm going to be doing it in a little bit of a different way just because I like to do that. Yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so first question, something fun. How was your first kiss? I think I've already told this story in a video before, so I thought it'd be a little bit funner if we went into my diary from when I was younger to see if we can find anything juicy. So let's see. Okay, I can't seem to find any diary entries in my diary here about my first kiss, but I've managed to find one for my first date. So I feel like that is a pretty good one. So this was on the 27th of May 2009. I must have been, okay, I'm 20 now, so can someone do the maths and figure out how old I was, because I can't. He wasn't short, but he was weird. Oh geez, it was awkward. He is no fun at all. Don't want to see him ever. Erasing memory of him. Oh, by the way, he was ugly and twitchy. Ugh, all the diary entries about him gone. And I've drawn a picture like this. So that is the diary entry about my first date. How lovely. Have you ever thought about visiting another African country? Yes, for sure I have. If you guys didn't know, Africa is a continent and there are like 50 something countries within Africa. I believe, I can't quite remember the number. Hey Siri, how many countries are in Africa? 55. I was only 3 off. There are definitely so many countries I want to visit in Africa. South Africa, because it's literally just like 2 seconds away from my home country. Madagascar, because everybody watched the Madagascar movies and are hoping that if they go to Madagascar, there'll be just loads of little animals telling you, I like to move it, move it. I like to move. What is your favorite book? It's too difficult to say what my favorite book is, so I'm just going to tell you what I'm currently reading, and this is Meet Me in Manhattan. It is by Claudia Carroll. I've read some of her books before. I absolutely love them, and this one's about a woman who does a lot of online dating, and she's met someone really lovely and she really wants to meet him, but for some reason it hasn't been going well. Don't really know what else happens because I'm still very much in the beginning because I don't have enough time to read sometimes, but I really want to get back into it, so I'm hoping to really set aside time every day to read from now on. So yeah, I could certainly say this is my favorite genre of book. I love rom-coms. I always find myself going back to these rom-com ones just because it's my time to relax, and I'm just such a romantic person. I wear my heart on my sleeve, so I just find these really cute and lovely, and I like dreaming of fairy tales. So I'm sorry, I know there's like much more sophisticated literature to read, but I just always find myself going back to this. This is what makes me happy. So how do you balance between work, studying and exercise? I find it really difficult to, since my exam is just a few weeks away. The best way to balance everything is to plan and organize yourself. You're gonna have to take a day out where you just say, okay, today is the day I'm gonna figure out everything. I say this in so many different videos. I feel like you guys already know what I'm gonna say and what quote I'm gonna say. Fail to plan and plan to fail. So basically, if you don't plan out what you're gonna do, you're probably gonna fail because it's not just gonna luckily happen. Like, that doesn't happen very often, right? For me at the moment, what's keeping me organized is recently I got a new calendar, and this has been so amazing just for me to know what I'm doing some days, because I tend to work from home and it just really helps me to schedule like when I'll be home to be able to do a big chunk of work and when I'll be out doing work. Next up, I downloaded these little printables off of Etsy. If you want the link, there's one over on my blog because I did a blog post on these. I also have post-it notes on my desk and also a little whiteboard, just so I have loads of places where I can just write things and remind myself of things. And if I'm out and about, I always use my phone because it's just so easy to just write a reminder in and like remind myself to do something later so I don't forget it. So just don't rely on your mind to keep everything in there. Where is your favorite place you've visited / been on holiday? I think my favorite place I've visited and been on on holiday has to be Barbados. I think it's just because me and my family had such a good time there, and a long time as well. We haven't been on a holiday like that in a very long time. We spent 2 weeks there and it was just a lovely place. The culture is amazing. The people are just so happy and chilled out, and it was just, we explored the whole island, and even the hotel itself was just so lovely, especially like for kids. I made so much friends on that holiday, but my sister lost all of their contact details, so I will never be able to see them again. And this was in like 2004. If you went to Barbados in 2004 with your family in the summer and you went to the kids club at I think the hotel was called like Turtle Bay or something, let me know, because I feel like we were really good friends and I feel like we should keep it up, except for Yasmin. I'll never forget Yasmin. She was just so annoying. She wouldn't give me any cups. I just wanted one cup and she would not give me a cup, so I'm sorry, Yasmin. All you had to do was give me a cup and we could have been friends now, but you didn't. How do you resist unhealthy foods and stick to your healthy diet? I think the best way to tell you this is actually to show you. So we're in the kitchen now and I'm slightly peckish. How am I gonna make a good decision today? Right, so here I have two options. I can either go for the kettle chips, salt and vinegar flavor. It's a classic, it's delicious. Or I could go for the blueberries, also very delicious. And the grapes that I got on reduced earlier. So how do I get myself to make the good decision? Right, we're gonna have a bit of dialogue with myself, what I'd do inside my head, but with you guys. Seems a little bit silly, but sometimes you need to be silly with yourself in order to see how silly you're being. Right, Scola. So if you eat these, it'll taste nice on your tongue for like what? 5 seconds, and then you'll have to eat another one and another one until you finish the whole pack. Afterwards you'll feel bloated, you'll feel slightly constipated too, because honestly there's not much in here to help it all smooth down and move through your body. So that's going to be a problem, and then you're going to wake up tomorrow, might have gained a little bit of weight. It's not going to feel good. Next couple of days you're going to see yourself piling on the weight because you decided to eat a whole bag of kettle chips. You're not going to be able to achieve the goals you were hoping to achieve. Why? Because you ate kettle chips. You won't have as much energy as you did before. Why? Because you ate kettle chips. But they're gonna taste good. Blueberries, they taste nice. They taste really good actually. They taste really good. You're gonna eat them, you're gonna have lots of energy, you're gonna feel great about yourself, both inside and out. Let's try and find some cons of eating blueberries and grapes as well. They're not kettle chips. That's the only con I can find, and to be fair, I don't know if that's a good enough con. So ladies and gentlemen, next time you're in the kitchen, you're trying to decide between two, lay it out like that for yourself. Think about it and think about the long term. Just don't think about that moment. Obviously this doesn't work as well if you suffer from binge eating or something. Sometimes you don't allow yourself to stop and think, but try to do that as well if you suffer from binging. Stop and literally talk to yourself in the kitchen whilst you decide which one to have, and it will become very clear which one is the best one to have. I think I'm going to take my blueberries and my grapes and go and sit with my mother and have a lovely evening above the TV. No, leave them. Stay. But those are all the questions I'm going to be answering today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you haven't already, make sure you've subscribed to my channel. We're getting close to 200,000, which is so exciting. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Also, if you're doing the Breaking Barriers challenge, make sure you go and check the link down below because all the info will be there about what to do for this week's challenge. And I hope you joined in on the last challenge. If you didn't, don't worry, you can just go back, check on it, do it at the same time you're doing this challenge. It's all good, it's all fine. But I'm gonna be heading off now. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay healthy, stay luscious, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Is love yourself enough to get up and achieve those goals you've been dreaming so much. You have so many dreams. All you have to do is start